When I turned 18, we're going skydiving. That is what my daughter began telling me when she was only 13 years old. Me, this predictable, responsible, consistent, and yes, even at times boring mom. And before I knew it, I was jumping out of a plane. The week that I jumped out of a plane, I discovered in my life that I was brave in all kinds of areas. That week, I even rescued a fawn out of my backyard. And here's what I noticed in my life. Adventure broke monotony. And I saw other areas in my life that had grown monotonous. I know you're probably not supposed to say this, but sometimes my relationship with God can get downright boring. My everyday doing the same thing, reading my Bible the same way with God can get boring. And so I began to see that just as skydiving helped to bring adventure into my everyday life, that I needed an adventure with God. The day that Maddie and I went skydiving, the first thing that we did was we were given an instructor, and that instructor attached himself to me in 3 different places. And from then on out, me and my instructor were a team together to have a wonderful, adventurous day. The first thing that my instructor did was he prepared me for the jump. After he attached himself to me, he began to whisper in my ear things that I would need to know in order to make our jump successful. And as I started thinking about it, that's who the Holy Spirit is in our lives. He is the instructor. He is the jumper. In Nehemiah 9:20, it tells us that you gave your good spirit to instruct them. He prepares us. Not only does the Holy Spirit prepare us, but He also pushes us at times into adventure. Do you ever experience PHS, pounding heart syndrome? That's what I have right now. Like, I'm pretty sure you can probably see my shirt jumping up and down. And it's no wonder, because the Holy Spirit lives inside of us. And at times I do believe He actually pushes us. He pushes us and challenges us to go after what God has for us. Whenever I experience PHS, I know it's God asking me to do something new, Lynn. See, He doesn't want us to experience boredom. In John 10:10, He said, I came that you might have life and that more abundantly. Is that what we're experiencing? Rich and satisfying? Or is it dull and boring? I know that that's not what God intended for us, to be bored. In fact, Jesus said in John 14:12, I tell you the truth, anyone who has faith in me will do what I have been doing. He will do even greater things than these because I am going to the Father. Well, what did Jesus do that's so adventurous, that is so great? In Luke 4:18, it says that the Spirit of the Lord is on me because He has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim freedom for the prisoners and recovery of sight for the blind, to set the oppressed free. That sounds like an adventure to me, to get up off my knees and partner with God to bring His life-changing truth. He also empowers us for an adventure to break monotony. When my instructor was with me, as soon as that door rolled up for the airplane, he got behind me and he said, 1, 2, 3, and we rolled out of the plane, and I had my arms tight and my legs tucked, and he whispered, open up your arms. Open up your arms so you can fully experience everything that there is to experience, the wind in your face, and to see all that there is to see. And that's what the Holy Spirit does to us inside of us. He empowers us. In Acts 1:8, it says, but you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes on you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria and to the ends of the earth. If we're only doing things we're capable of, where is the adventure? Where is that time that we are connecting with God to experience that rich and satisfying life? You know, that day I couldn't have jumped out of a plane without an instructor. We should not go one day of our lives without connecting ourselves to the instructor, the jumper, the adventurous Holy Spirit.